I still got some crazy hair this morning. What's up, you guys? What's up, you guys? Out here, hanging out, watching the dog. So there might be a little bit. In fact, the dog's already eating something, which we're going to take away from him right now. What is this? What is that? Who knows? Who knows, dude? Playing the Strat. I also honestly wanted to play the freaking telly today. How are you guys doing, man? We're losing people quickly. It's a slow start this morning, huh? Oh, I got the Stetson, the dog here. And he is just wild as ever. He was sleeping, and then, of course, as soon as I go to do something, he's awake. Little Hendrix sound. Yes, we're going to see if I can get a little of that Hendrix out of this guitar, too. I haven't played this telly in a minute. How are you guys doing, man? Out here, I'm just going to be jamming, hanging a little bit today. I just posted a video, so I got done with that. And y'all know me. I like just throwing up these live streams. Maybe I do too many of it. I don't know if it's hurt my brand, but I love it. This guitar is way out of tune. This guitar hasn't been touched in probably a month. Man, all kinds of weird tuning stuff. I'm probably gonna have to tune it again. That feels kind of okay. Still a little out. How's everybody doing? Andrew, good to see you. Aaron, how do I practice? You know, that's a great question. Right now, it's a lot of learning songs. And then there's probably, I'm at the point I play enough where before I even practice a song, I can hear if I want to learn something, okay, there's a technique in there I'm probably going to have to learn, or a chord change I don't know, or, you know, whatever. So a lot of it is in the shape of different songs and stuff, you know, and being like, okay, I got something new I want to learn. So it just doesn't want to pick up on this D, huh? Yeah, that's ridiculous. There we go. Feels a little bit better. Ah, this guy. Fuck, this is gonna piss me off. God, this fucking input jack. Thought we had it fixed, it's not fixed. That is so annoying, man. Well, maybe we won't be playing this guitar today. I want to. Hey, Joe, I'm glad you guys like this stuff, man. I like streaming. I like coming on here and hanging out. Oh man, I got freaking, this is straight out of bed. I've been editing a video this morning. Okay, you guys, what's your thoughts on tuning down half step? Happens a lot. In fact, I literally played a gig last night, which the live stream the replay should have uploaded on here. And the freaking, what's it called? the band wanted to tune down a half step. A lot of people in Nashville do that for longer sets just because it helps your voice just a little bit. A lot of singers change keys up and stuff too, but you know, so I actually like it. It makes the guitar feel great. I've got my SC Silver Sky and the DGT are a half step down right now because of gigs I've played recently, but awesome sound. Hey, absolutely, Aaron. Great to see you. Thanks for the question, Blind Owl. Maddie, hello. This dog is just eating everything, man. I'm on dad dog duty today. How you can make a band in Nashville, Maddie, or Mahadi. I don't know how to say your name. I'm so sorry because every time you're in here, I feel bad about that. But it's just the way to start is just meeting people. You just got to get out and start meeting people and be in the scene and talk to people. And you know, put that out in the world. The pup is back. You see him back there. It looks like he's chewing on the guitar toe. He's not. He's chewing on a basket. Don't chew on the basket. He really loves that basket. But hello, hello. Telly Milton. This is a 2002. This is a G&L Telly. It's American made, 2002. No, don't do that. Little guy's just snacking on a basket. Hey, thanks, Sean. You guys got to see me do a little. That gig's kind of fun to live stream because you get to see me play a bunch of songs I haven't played, and I'm just having to. The singers carry it, and I just add extra stuff, you know. But I like showing you guys that too because that's how it goes sometimes, you know. Here, you know what's a great idea? We'll just get rid of the basket. Boom, no more basket. Hello, Danielle Milton. Thanks for the question. Maddie, that's right. You've told me that before. Love John Mayer. I'm considering also come at Bourbon Street Nashville Blues Bar. Yeah, the Bourbon Street Blues is great. You should go there. You should absolutely go there. The Telecaster is my worst favorite guitar, but you play it well. Interesting. Your worst favorite guitar. Like you don't feel like you're good at playing it? Is that what you're saying? Or to go. Okay. Love the vid with John B. Oh, hey, thanks, Andrew. I appreciate that. First time in Nashville, went straight to Broadway, and there he was. Yeah, man. He's an OG. He was a super nice guy. We had a lot of fun. Really awesome to do that interview. So I appreciate that. That was a lot of fun. Yeah, Kenny Wade Shepherd Dawson. I don't know how to play any of his stuff off the top of my head, but this dog is just going insane. Don't do that. Oh, he was sleeping. Oh, he was sleeping. Some John Mayer? Sure, I'll play some John Mayer stuff. Wonderful Tonight. Okay. And Norbert asked for that first. Hey. There we go. Okay. Wonderful Tonight. The lick goes like... how's it go? That's just the lick. I don't know the actual progression, to be honest. Okay, so it's some John Mayer blues up. Oh no. I'm in the dark. Uh-oh. Look, our power's going on and off. Uh-oh, you guys, that might be the end of the stream right this second. The power's going on and off. That's like... Huh, well, the power's going on and off, you guys. Ugh. Well, I guess that's why they made acoustic guitars, huh? Let's keep it going. The power is off. I don't know what happened. It's a sunny day, or fairly so. There's no rain or anything. I wonder what happened. Our power is off. So, we're gonna... Come here. Come on. Come here. Little boy is just being a freak right now. Yeah, you guys, okay, so power's off. Okay, look, everyone want to meet the dog. Here's Stetson. He's an Italian Greyhound. And all he wants to... he's just being crazy, because watch this. Watch this. I got a special treat for y'all. That is all he wants the whole time. He just wants to be in your lap. He's a sweet little guy. But he's been crazy on the ground because I won't let you up here, huh? That's okay. He's got this little ear that likes to flip over. Look at this dog, man. Yeah, we got the amp cut off, you guys. Okay, so we're still in here, and I still have no power, which is not great. I don't know what happened. Suggest some stuff on improvising? Sure. Well, you want to start improvising wise this dog. I'm going to put you back on the ground unless you can sit down. Off the bat, right, you're starting with that minor pentatonic stuff. Just the... Can you guys hear that okay? Let me get a little closer. God, my hair is crazy today, dude. Once you know that, I think the next part might be looking at it from the major pentatonic perspective. So here I'm in A minor. But if I play the same shape, but start from the C note, you're in C major, and then that's the... Whoops, if I play it right. C major chord. Right? So I'd get those two used to it. If you're used to that, I'd start filling out your minor pentatonics, right? And start messing around with, you're just missing 2 notes to make it a major scale, though. So this is C major pentatonic. Let's make it C major, the full C major scale. You know, and starting to use some of those notes, I think, is good and important. I would try it, mess around with it, you know. Improvise-wise, you can start by trying to follow the chords of just hitting the root note of the chord that you're on, you know. So if you're going to the 4 chord, if I'm playing over C and I go... I'm gonna go. Let's see. This dog just wants to be so up in your business. Ha! Anyways, hey, okay, I'm gonna ask this for you guys. Can we get some likes in the stream, man? I got 60 people in here, but 9 likes. You know, just a couple of you guys. Let me answer a couple of your guys' questions. I don't know Time in a Bottle, although that is a great song. If I could play. All right, little buddy, I think you lost your shot. Boop. That's what happens. Okay, Good Riddance. Isn't that a... Another photograph before plugging the room. Time grabbing that always directs you where to go. Don't ask why. I'm not a singer. Something unpredictable. In the end is right. Hope you end the time alone. Is that Time of Your Life? Or that's Good Riddance, isn't it? I have, Joe. I have considered doing that, and I haven't yet. But yes, hey, you guys, thank you for the likes too. For those people that have hit the like button, I appreciate you guys. In Australia, Onion can actually flying. Interesting. Isn't she lovely? Okay, Cario, I can do that. A backup generator to my Christmas list. Yeah. I don't know that song, but I am going to tell you, I'm going to block you off the bat, Isaac. Okay. You're still looking to add another acoustic? I am, Noel. Doggo snuggling up. Yeah, he was for a second. He likes to, he'll get down here, he'll wear himself out, and then finally he lays down. Which, we might be coming to that point right now. Thanks, guys. Most common major and minor chord progression for jamming, aside from 1-4-5. Definitely throwing the 6 in that mix. It could be 1-6-4-5. It could be 1-6-5-4 or 4-6-1-5. I mean, there's so many 6-4-1-5. That's one I've played a lot. That's a really common one. Just showing some love. He is showing some love. I know, he is a lapdog through and through. But it's hard to sit on here and play while he's doing that. Stetson, come here. Come on, come here. Come here. Oh, now you don't want to come over after all of that, huh? I'll let you up here. He's not about it. He's not about it. What kind of guitar is that guy? Hey, this is a Martin 0015 from 2001. It's a little bit older. And it's great. It's got super dead strings on it right now, but man, it's... Please don't do that. Come on. Oh, get in there. Boop. There you go. Okay. Although you gotta scooch back, little guy. There we go. You gotta sit behind me. I'm ready to go. Yeah, little guy. I know, but you're gonna sit right there. Oh, these live streams are gonna be rough for a little while. I'm trying to manage with this dog. It's easier when I'm alone, but that's okay. Cheers, everybody. Cheers. I used to have a Sigma Martin. I've never heard of a Sigma Martin. Hello, I'm from Korea. Hello. I don't know how to say your name. I don't even know how to read that, but hello, welcome. Yeah, look at this little guy. All he wants to do is be laying on it. He's making all that fuss on the ground just because he wants to be up here. He's a sweetheart, though. What guitar did you start out with, electric or acoustic? I think electric, but my dad had tried to learn how to play at one point, and he had a cheap acoustic, and once I started playing pretty quickly, I took that too, and then I had one of each. So, but electric. Ever messed with different tone again? I'm not sure what that is, Keith, to be honest. And okay, hold on, I missed a couple. Any tips memorizing the bottom 4 strings? Got the top 2 down. So I imagine when you say top 2, these. And yeah, here's my tip is just learn those octaves. So if you skip a string and go up 1 fret, for all of it but the B string, you go up 2 frets. It's an octave. So when you're starting on the D string, if you know this one's an A on this bottom one, then on D, this one's an A. And then the very high string, you already know. If you know this low E, you know the top E, they're the same, right? It's just an octave up. Actually, it's a couple octaves up. So you can do the same thing here then. Once you know, okay, this is an A, and you do the octave again, that's an A. Now you got the G string, or now you got the B string. And same thing, I say, okay, I know this is a D on my A string. I do the octave, they're on the D string. That's an A note. Or I'm sorry, that's a D note. On the G string, geez, my brain is... Right, so I'd look at those octaves when you're starting out. When I was starting, I'd have to do that, being like, okay, here's my E. So if I put my finger down here, here's also an E. And if I put my finger down here and I go, that's also an E. That's how I'm kind of thinking about it. Ha! What string gauge? Chris, I use the standard gauge, which I think are like 12s or whatnot, right? Standard, I use elixir strength. I like the coded strengths. These ones are super dead. These are so old. These are like 6 months old. But they're still working right now. I really need to tune it. Tunings when breaking in strings is what I meant. Oh, not when breaking in strings. I don't mess with different tunings, honestly. I'll stretch them a lot and I just play them. But any advice on soloing for people who don't feel their solos are comfortable? I know all the cage system chords and my 1, 3, 5s of the chords. Okay, so TA, I'd start maybe thinking about ending your phrase on one of those 1, 3, or 5 things. That's what I would start thinking about when you're playing, being like, okay, I want to end the phrase on, if I'm just soloing an E, to make it sound melodic, instead of going, you know, there I'm not landing on any chord tones, but if I go, there I'm landing on all chord tones. Let's say we go to the A then I go, let it back to E, right? Now let's go to the 5. You know, so I'd start thinking about maybe consciously, and at first it's gonna not feel great because you're having to think so much, but eventually you get used to it and you're not thinking so much about it, right? You know, that's kind of what I would say. Like and sub. Hey, thanks, Keith. I will say that, like and sub. Hey, also, if you guys are interested in actual private one-on-one guitar lessons, I do them. If you email timavenmusic@gmail.com, I am open and I do FaceTime lessons. I've got multiple students this week. I do them with people all over the world, so love to have you. That's my shameless little plug. But relative major and minor is great. Any Old Dominion? What song did I just play last night from Old Dominion? It's funny, I don't know any Old Dominion, but I know Old Dominion. I've met the guys a few times now. We played a song last night and I was just following along. Might have been one-man band, but I can't remember how it even went. Hey, if you're ever thinking about going and seeing Old Dominion in concert, though, they are awesome. Awesome. Great guys, great players, tons of stuff. Janelle F said, OMG puppy. Yes. Here he is. Finally calm down, because I finally let you up here. Hello, guy. You were really making a mess. Also, our power is completely out. I don't know why the power is out. So just utilize the scale and mode shape out of the chords for your solos. That's what I kind of think. Another live with can't request a song. Not sure what you mean. I didn't say break in strings. I said when you... Oh, break strings. Have you ever had 5 or 4 strings and wrote a song? No, Keith. Honestly, I never have. I never in my entire career have broken a string during a live performance. It sounds like I'm lying. It's full fact. I'm always prepared for it. I always have backup strings. I've got wire cutters, and on gigs where I can't do that, I have multiple guitars. Never have. Never have. So, I haven't done that. I don't have, I think, a hard right hand hit. I think I actually hit it real gentle. So I was told Old Dominion's singer is the best ever, like as a guy or singing wise. I mean, he's a great singer. The whole band is really good, and they've got cool arrangements, man, and they put on a killer show. I really like those guys. Each time I've met them too, they've been super nice to me. Did you? No, I've never done any church gigs. Am I a John Mayer fan? Yes, and that has been my biggest influence, no doubt. I mean, I was growing up trying to learn. I don't have electric, so I'll play the acoustic ones I was trying to learn, right? But you know what that's also like is you know, what pick do you use for acoustic? Right now I'm using the same pick I was using, which the label's worn off, but it's one of these. The label wears off on these, but it's one of these. But I've actually, in fact, I'll switch just because I didn't switch, but I've got the one step heavier, the green one, and I really like this actually for acoustic. Yeah, Keith, I mean, it goes straight into, not even while I'm sitting at home if I've broken a string before. But that is cool that Iris was written that way. I didn't know that. His vocals, yeah, he's awesome. I mean, he's awesome. Chance favors the prepared mind. I guess that goes for broken strings. Hey, yeah, you got to be prepared, man. You got to be prepared. Ness has reported outages in the area. Okay, well, we are fully affected. I think you'd be good at songwriting. I appreciate that, Dave. Or David, sorry. I have, you know, I'll make stuff up. I've got a lot of progressions and simple stuff. I don't have any well-written songs, I don't think. You know. How'd that song? How'd I used to... How'd that... Oh, I had something. what was, how does... Why can't I remember it? I don't know, man. But I have written some stuff, but I'm not that much of a singer, you know? There's a, I mean, here's a riff I wrote. There's a riff. Here's another cool riff I wrote I like. All right, sometimes I finger pick it, sometimes I strum it. It's a cool one I like. I really like this riff. That's what someone asked what my favorite chord was, right? If you make an F like this and lift off your middle finger, so it's open G and the open top one. That's one of my favorite. I also love this. I just made a song out of both of them. Grab one of those brilliant improvs from 2 live streams ago and maybe turn it into a song. I wonder what I was improving. It's so hard. I come on here so much and I'm just playing random stuff and improvising. So I'm just off the cuff making stuff up. So I'd have to go back. If you clip that and send it to me, you should. How hard is it to make a living as a guitarist? Hard. Hard, Judah. It's very hard. I've been very fortunate, but it's taken me a long time to get fortunate. Seriously, it's really hard. There's a lot of people trying to do it. If it was easy, everybody would do it, right? You know, it's not easy. It's not easy. I've been fortunate. I've worked really hard, and I just haven't given up. I just keep going and keep going and keep going. So, you know, but that's the truth of it. It is hard. Okay. I use the Flow 1 for electric and use the 2 black for acoustic. Yeah, I love the Flows. I use a lot lighter pick than you do. My heavy one is the 0.88. And electric, I use the 0.73 or 0.77 or whatever. But, you know, there's no right or wrong. But I love the Flow ones. Ryan Fort, check out Little Big Town and Keith Urban cover of The Chain. It's off the chain. Alexander, I bet it is. I've been playing The Chain recently with a little Broadway group I play with once or twice a month. It's been a lot of fun. The singer plays the initial acoustic riff. I'm just going... Yes. But it's got that. We do a big solo at the end and stuff. It's fun. I'm getting a Jackson Rhodes for Christmas, and I'm a nearly 2-year player. What should I play on it? Man, not a question for me to answer. You should play whatever you want to play on it, you know? That's the best advice I could give. Just enjoy it. Play what you like, you know? Play what you like. I've never been into the punk rock stuff, honestly, Chris, and I'm sorry to say that, because I'm sure there's fans on here on it, but no, I spent too much time listening to John Mayer and blues music and singer-songwriter stuff. Play a fiddle tune? I don't really know a fiddle tune, Garrett, and I'm sorry. I know, yeah. All he wants is to be on the lap. He'll sleep for days, and he's been worn out. We've been playing a lot this morning, running around. That was quite a noise. What are you gonna do, little guy? What are you gonna do? Watch now. We'll have awoken the beast. That's how all he wants to do is just be on you. I mean, he's sweet. Well, you're right, David. Although I think John Mayer can sing great, and especially now. I mean, he's gotten a lot better. His OG, it's crazy if you go listen to his old stuff versus how he sings now. But question, do you have a personal recording system and use it? Those are some nice sounding ideas. Only a very basic setup. Basic, like, I've got basic interface. I can use GarageBand. I've got an SM57. That's about it, honestly. Hang around long enough and you get lucky. Luck is when preparation meets opportunity. Good to know. Absolutely, Judah. Not to discourage you, but I'm going to be real with you. Fave Landco gig story, Riley. That's a great question. What's my favorite gig story? I don't know. There's so many. And some of them are small, dumb things. Some of them, like the first time I played to a big crowd with Landco, it was like my third or fourth show with them, and we had done some smaller stuff for like a private thing, some private things. And we had one show kind of rained out, so like that affected the amount of people. And I got up in Green Bay, and like that was the first time where I'm like walking on stage and there's like 8,000 people there that were Landco fans. I mean, it was awesome, honestly. It was crazy. That was a fun gig story. That's just being like, that was really cool, and I remember that. Oh man, there's been so many, good and bad. I'm trying to think of a good one. I don't know. There's so many. I need a birthday song. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. I can't remember how to do the Nashville birthday. There you go. Happy birthday, Rusty. Making a living playing guitar is pretty much a thing you do because you have no choice, I feel like. Yeah, Jason, if you're going to do it, you know you're going to do it. And Jason knows that. Jason makes a living playing as well. I know Jason. But yeah, it's just hard. Don't think it's not hard, you know. It's not what you know, it's who you know. Key to success, networking. And contacts lead to opportunities. People hire those who they know and trust. Super true, Scott. And that's true in any business. That's how I got my programming work. You know, it wasn't because I was the best in the biz. It's because I knew people, you know. And it's same for this. I do not know Wildwood Flower, Garrett. I'm sorry. Have you played in Austin, Texas? Yeah, a bunch, TA. What's the best way to make a living as a guitarist? Make a living to start off, probably playing as a sideman, cover bands. The quickest, easiest route is probably... Well, there's a couple things. So Jason, that's in here on the comments, Jason makes a living as a guitarist, and from what I understand, Jason just does solo gigs, plays jazz style music. He's playing by himself. Tell me if I'm wrong, Jason, but it might be it. I don't know. I'm just giving examples. A winery or a nice restaurant or something like that. That's probably a great way. You're not splitting money with any people. You're in control of what you're playing and what you're doing. It's a very certain type of gig in music, but if you can't do stuff like that on your own, or you're not a singer, playing in some cover bands, you got to move somewhere or get a band that's solid and can book consistent gigs. Like Nashville, there's just so many opportunities to play music and cover music and stuff that it's definitely, it's easier to get the work, right? Definitely easier to get the work. So that's a factor. But yeah, starting there, you know, that's kind of where I started. Then I started playing for artists, and I was doing both. And then now I'm in a band, and the band is like my full-time job, and I do these other things. But, you know, that's not honestly a traditional or very available route. Similar, Martin, it's a D. The first tip, $9.99. Come on, Tim, you got to learn to sing Happy Birthday, Rick. Yeah, I could sing it. Happy birthday to... We used to do it on Broadway, and I can't remember the progression. We do like a happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Something like that. There's my best attempt at it. Rick, thanks for the $9.99. Hey, thanks for the tips and the likes in here, you guys. I appreciate you guys, as always. We got almost half as many likes as we do viewers, which is good. So, I appreciate it. But, hey, where was I at? Rick, I really appreciate that. David, D15, yeah. So this is a 0015. And this one, like I said, is from 2001. Goodbye, cold, and goodbye, rain. Goodbye, sorrow, and goodbye, shame. Heading out west with my headphones on, boarding the flight with the song in the back of my soul. But no one knows. Just found out a ghost left town. Yeah, the queen of California, she is stepping down. Hey, another tip in the chat. Yes. What is it? Sleep That Burns. Appreciate your time. I appreciate you. Shout out to Sleep That Burns and Rick. First tips of the day. I appreciate you guys. I did the best I could for the happy birthday. I did the best I could. Birthday is 1 to 5, then 1 to 4. Okay, I read that too late, Jason. Okay. Where was I at on these? I learned Salt Creek. Okay. I don't know it. I'd clip, but I didn't get the... But you didn't post that particular live stream. Oh, dang. Really? I think most of the time they should post. I think I have that automatically doing that. Maybe there's a problem. I want to go back and steal some of those riffs and phrasing you came up with off the cuff. Hey, well, thanks, David. I wish I knew what I was doing, but Lanco should come up and play in Fort Wayne, Indiana. A few awesome venues up here. Sweetwater with their amphitheater. I bet we absolutely will. Indiana's very much a play for us. I think last time, isn't 8 Second Saloon somewhere in Indiana? Might not be by where you're at, but I think that's the last time I played in Indiana. But Rapture, it's a Martin. I was a late bloomer to John Mayer. I wasn't too big on him till a friend of mine asked if I wanted to see him second night in Austin. I said, yeah, I was blown away. Yeah, that'll do it. I've heard that story a lot. Because if you don't know John Mayer and you're not big into it, what do you think of? You think of... Right? We got the afternoon. You've got this room for two. I'm not a singer. You think of that, or you think of... You know, you might think of... Or... You might also think of, it's hard on here. You know, but I think like Daughters and Your Body is a Wonderland, when you don't know John Mayer, is probably the first thing you think of. And then you see him live and you're like, oh, this dude fucking rips. Like, that's not, you know, there's so much more to it. Hey, is live stream you did after the golf one that I'm referring to, and it seemed you never posted it. After the golf? Oh, interesting. Yeah. You know, I might have hid it because I was golfing initially. I think that might have been. Thanks, though, David. Yeah, that one I might have hid because of the golfing. Hey, Jason. Yeah, I mean, that's common for everybody, you know. He said it just played a G run. I think everybody that. Ha! Hey, okay, Judah. Happy birthday to you, too. I found playing as a guitarist works well as a side hustle, but I work a profession that lets me do it. I'm a teacher. Lots of opportunities to play on the weekends and summer. David, I'll tell you what, man. That is so, you know, I say this a lot because I work with lots of students and stuff. Nothing wrong with that, you know. You get to do what you love, but can also sustain yourself. Because, man, going all in is tough. It is really hard, you guys. I'm just saying, you know, it takes a lot of work. It really is not easy at all. So, there's nothing wrong with that, man. There's nothing wrong with that. Thank you guys again for hey, Sleep That Burns, that was your first super on a live stream. I'm just now seeing that tag. Thank you. I'm trying to learn the intro to Queen of California. Okay, Cal, I'll walk you through it if you want. I'm not playing with the capo, although I have a capo right here. I'll show you like the actual version. Let me get it. Ooh, I left my coffee in the microwave. I was reheating my coffee. I don't know what we're gonna do now. How am I gonna cook food? There's no power. I have no power. In fact, you know what? I am also just thinking about the fact that if my phone dies, I can't recharge it. We are going through a power outage. That is not good. So, but I still got more than half battery, so we'll play for a little while. Cal, I'll show you. I think it's Capo 4. Tell me if I'm wrong. If you've been trying to learn it, you'll remember. So if I'm wrong on the Capo, tell me. Because I always play it open. I think it's up here. That sounds right to me. So I'll explain what's going on right there. Capo 4, it's G, and then you're hammering onto the 4 kind of. So I'm putting my hand like this, where I use my ring finger on this, and then that's the beginning. So you're going boom, down. That's the beginning. So hammer on the B string and the D string, and what you're hammering on is the top of this C shape. That's kind of doing like a 1 to 4 thing of going. It's a great trick in general, just knowing that, being able to go 1 to 4 there. So he's going. Now you might want to just use your fingers. I'm hybrid picking it. I learned it just with fingers going. So we're going boom, down. Then you're just boom, down. You're just lifting off that middle finger to pull off. Then you're going. So then you're just plucking through. So hammer on with your pinky on this, the same fret that your ring finger's on the D string. I'm also doing a little ghost note there. Boom. Then he goes to C. A minor. Back to 1. And that's just... The heaviest riff I know, I'm not sure. And on acoustic, I don't know how good it would be. But thanks for the tips, though, Tim. I live right outside of Nashville. I hope to get some good opportunities before too long. Hey, Judah, that's awesome, because you already have the biggest thing, which is living in a place that's conducive to it. If you lived in Alaska, maybe there's a gig here or there or something. But here, there's just so much opportunity to go around. Wait, and I'm seeing another tip. Dude, Jason, thank you. From my tip jar last night to your tip jar. Carry on. Hey, Jason, thank you guys so much. Thank you, Jason. I really appreciate you, and I always love having you in here, man. I'll tell you what, Jason, I did a lesson with Jason, but I don't need to show him anything on guitar. We were just talking about stuff and YouTube and whatnot, and I really enjoyed that, man. I think we would get along a lot in real life, so hopefully someday I'll meet you, but I really appreciate that, dude. I really enjoyed that conversation. Really enjoyed that conversation. Cal, I hope that helps a little bit, man. When I post this replay, feel free to go back, slow that down or whatnot, you know. Find Another You is such a badass song. I agree. It's really over. Yeah, you made your stand. You've got me crying. This was your plan. But when my loneliness is through, I'm gonna find another you. You take your sweaters. Yeah, you take your time. You might have your reasons, babe, but you will never have my rhymes. I'm gonna sing my way away from blue. I'm gonna find another you. Or does it go up here? When we were not lovers, nothing else would do. And I'm forced to find another. I hope she looks like you. Yeah, she's nicer too. And then it. Killer song. Since you're a gamer as well as a musician, ever tried Rocksmith? Chris, I haven't. Actually, you know what? That's a lie. I think when I was really young, maybe in like 9th grade or 8th grade, my dad for the family got like Rocksmith on a Wii. So he had the drums and stuff. There I tried it. I was really young. Not Rocksmith. It would have just been Guitar Band. What's it called? Guitar Hero, maybe. Because Rocksmith uses an actual guitar, but no. Normally when people ask, did you play Guitar Hero growing up? I was like, no, and I suck at it. Because I was busy playing real guitar, you know? But Rocksmith, I guess you do play a real guitar. I'm pretty sure, right? So that's a little different. Yeah, that's always been my answer to the Guitar Hero question. It's like, I was too busy playing actual guitar. I never played, but I do love to game. Love to game. I was about to check out the new season of the finals here in a little bit after this live stream, and my power's out. So, and I don't know what I'm going to make for food. I shouldn't order food, but we might be forced into it. Hey, from Nashville. What's up, Matiko? Where do you live in Nashville? Just stumbled upon this on my feed. What's happening? What's up, John? Hey, great seeing everybody there. Reheating coffee, unsubscribe. I do all the time. Streamed from the car if no juice. Yeah, I might have to go to my car to charge my phone. But how often do you go live? Honestly, quite a bit. I don't have a schedule, but you can expect multiple times a week around this time period in the day. Every time I want to play and stuff, I honestly have just been getting in a habit. I just throw up a live. I love hanging. I love talking to you guys. I like playing. Trying to sing like that. I'm really not a singer, but it has been kind of a little good. Once in a while, I try and sing a little bit on here. It's mostly just John Mayer songs, but it's a little bit of good practice for me. After power outage, which can recharge phone and help protect electrical gear. That is a good idea, Rob. UPS charging station. Interesting. Get a Jackery or Beauty battery from power outages. Be able to busk. Yeah, that little hammer onto the 4 Tim is showing me right now is pure gold. I use that little bit all the time. Dude, seriously, that's so much. I'm still working up the moxie to post a vid. Well, you should, Jason. You should. No better time than now. The only better time was yesterday. You should sing more. Working on that, man. You just need to find your own voice and own that. You would do great. I appreciate that. I think you're right, honestly. It's so funny. It's so easy for me to come on here and preach with guitar, be like, you just got to be confident, go for it. But then when it comes to singing, I am on the other side of that where I'm not, you know, even though I'd like to. I just need to practice more. I mean, am I going to be Alicia Keys? No, but you know what I mean? It's Zach. What's up, Zach? If Tim Clement get away with singing as Bob Dylan, Tim can figure it out. Yeah, I appreciate that. Is that a Martin Parlor? It's not a Parlor, Dr. Lovegreen. It's a 00015. And this one, it's getting kind of old. It's from 2001, man. It's getting old. I think at 25 years, they hit the considered vintage mark. I think that's what it is, 25 years. So it's got, in 2026, it'll be the first year into being considered vintage. But it's an awesome guitar. One of the ways you can know it's an older model is it has just the dots. The newer ones have these little like cross inlays. And I think the newer ones, I could be wrong, this is like raised gold. This is like metal on here. I don't think the newer ones have this. I think the tuning keys are a little bit different. I've played the newer ones. I wouldn't buy a newer one. Now, maybe I've just played ones that are set up bad or whatnot. This one feels a billion times better than any newer one I've played. So, you know. How do you know how to read sheet music? So I do technically. I was in band all through middle school and jazz band in high school. But right now I could only sight read chord changes. If you gave me a real or a fake book, I can read through those, but that's about it. It would take me, I'd have to sit back, relearn it some. It'd take me a long time. I definitely can't sight read, but Such a nice vibe, Tim. Hey, thanks, you guys. Yeah, it's nice. Hey, the power went out and it brought us to acoustic land. It's been kind of fun, you know? Can you tell us how to use the tip jar as a specific payment portal? Does Zelle work on it? I think on here somewhere, Joe, there should be a thing where you can click and tip. Can anyone give Joe some info on that has tipped? Because I'm not sure. You can Zelle me or Venmo. My Venmo's Tim-Avon, and it's a picture of me. It's easy to tell it's me, but love your hair, though. Thanks, even though it's a little wild today. Been focusing on improving rhythm playing by playing along with metronome, drum tracks, and songs. Awesome stuff. I'm working on that all the time, too. Very challenging keeping it tight and sounding good. Other than practice slowly, any tips that help you? Russ, I think you're kind of already doing what I'd mentioned. The drum tracks help sometimes. A metronome's kind of like the hardest level, honestly, playing in time with something. If you play with the drum track, it's got just a lot more rhythmic information it's sending you instead of just a... Here's a tip. Always be tapping that foot, even if you're not playing with the metronome. If I'm tapping it like this, right, I'm going... So that would be my first tip, is just keeping that foot tapping, man. Learn old school way. I like rock. Yeah, Rob, you know, it's whatever works for you. That's a very new thing, you know, obviously. So talk to a vocal coach. I appreciate that, Rick. I really do. I've thought so many times about getting some lessons, and I really need to be honest, but I'm playing Cry of Fear right now. Is that a game or a song? I don't know it. I just use YouTube tutorials like Martin Music Center or Marin Music Center. That's awesome. Hey, that's what I do. Pay your electric bill. Yeah, I believe it is paid. Awesome. I appreciate the lives. It's the coolest thing that I can get my broke ass to lessons. Hey, absolutely. Shoot me an email. Like I said, guys, it's timavon@gmail. It's the same as my YouTube handle. Just put @gmail afterwards, and that's it. Which PRS is my yellow one? That is, I've got two the same color that are McCarty Sunburst is what they call it. So one's a little more yellow than the other, but it's a DGT. I have a DGT and a CE that are both that color. So I'm not sure which one you're talking about, but I play the DGT more on here, so you're probably thinking of the DGT. And it's an American-made DGT. Watching your lives from work. Love it, man. Hey, I'm glad you guys enjoyed that. That one specific song is probably, I'm going to find another use, probably the best I could sing on something. Used to be a good Jack Johnson song I liked. How'd that song go? No combination of words I could put on the back of a postcard. No song that I could sing, but I could try for your heart. And it's our dreams, and they're made out of real things, like a shoebox of photographs, some sepia tone love in it. Love is the answer, at least for most of the questions in my heart. Like, where do we go, and how do we know, and how come it's so hard? And it's not always easy, but sometimes life can be deceiving. I tell you one thing, it's always better when we're together. It's always better. I don't remember where the progression goes for that. That's hard with the phrasing. I can't believe I just remembered all those words, dude. I think I had that all perfectly right. God, I probably haven't tried to sing that in at least 5 years. There's no combination of words I could put on the back of a postcard. No song that I could sing, but I could try for your heart. And it's our dreams, and they're made out of real things, like a shoebox of photographs, some sepia tone loving. Anyways, not great on that one, but Biggest regret from high school is not playing a jazz band. I loved playing a jazz band. I was only good enough to do it by the time I was in senior year of high school because I didn't start playing guitar till halfway through freshman year of high school. But loved it. Loved it, loved it, loved it. Regarding singing, I'd toss back at you my favorite thing you say. Just send it. Yeah, you're super right, man. You're definitely right, Jason. Dan, good to see you, Dan. Dan, bro, I got some time this week. I can't remember. I don't think you've hit me up. I saw that the Tigers beat your... There we go. Sorry. Blacked out for a second. Yep, I like the Hendrix stuff. I'm not crazy at it. Let's see what Hendrix we do. After all, the Jacks are in their boxes. And the clowns, yeah, they've all but gone to bed. You can hear happiness staggering on down the street. With footprints all dressed in red. In the wind, it whispers Mary. Down, 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 down. I don't know. Yeah. 3 out of my 4 guitars are electric, but something about acoustic always special to me. Wish my arms were longer for it. Interesting, Rob. Maybe you just need a smaller acoustic. This is also my only acoustic guitar right now. I'd love to get another one. The next like guitar purchase would definitely be an acoustic, a new acoustic. But I love this one. I want a Dreadnought. I want a big Canon one. This one's smaller, more comfortable. It's a little more quiet. Definitely want a loud like Canon guitar. What helps generate YouTube income for you besides the direct tipping? Like, are you seeing income from your channel? Yes. Yes, I am. It all lumps in together. So between doing the live streams and tips and like video ads and making X amount per month, it's not crazy. It's less than $1,000. But it's consistently more than $300. So, but that's from tips and this, and then also this doesn't come in from YouTube, so that's just YouTube money I'm talking about, but lessons. I do lessons, you know. So to pay my mortgage here, I just have to do 13 lessons a month, which is why I'm always on here plugging. And I love doing lessons too. I mean, it's like, yeah, I do it for work and I make money from it, but they're not crazy priced, and I just genuinely really love doing it. I love doing it. So, you know, but ads on the channel and on the videos make me maybe a few $100, give or take, a month. I've had a couple videos pop off, and there's been some months that were really good. I think my highest month, maybe I made $1,600, or just under. It was like 15,900 something. So yeah, that's a super transparent look at how much do you make as a small YouTuber. But I live stream a lot because I really love it. But the live stream thing definitely plays into it. If I was just doing that, it's live stream, the members, and then the ad revenue, you know. And if you have a video pop off one month, you know, like if I had a video get 500,000 views right now, I'd probably make, I'd have to, it depends on how much it's monetized. You make more than $1,000 from that video for the month. It might be about 2,000. It just depends, you know, it just depends, but you do make money. But I do all of it because I like it, and I started it because I liked it. Then I started making income off of it. It's not crazy, but you know, it's like money sitting on the ground. You might as well go pick it. You know, you're not going to not pick it up. So I started doing it because I love it. I keep doing it because I love it. And now because it's part of my business, you know, And it's really the students. I love coming on here and I get a lot of students. And my favorite thing about the students is I acquire all my students this way. It's from people seeing me play or seeing my content, and then they want to book a lesson. So I'm not teaching any kids that their parents put them in guitar lessons and they've never played and we're working on like a G chord, you know. Everybody that's booked a lesson with me can play some, you know. So we're talking about a little bit more higher level concepts. There's a lot of cage system stuff, a lot of improving stuff, a lot of rock guys coming into the country world and how to like working on intro to hybrid picking of doing, you know. I don't know. So anyways, I just got a newer. I had to play a lot of them to find a gem. I'm glad you got one, Ryan. I agree. I know there's gems out there. I've got a buddy that bought one. It was before 2020, so it couldn't be a 2020 model, but it's like maybe 2019. And he bought it because he loved this one, went and bought a new one, and his is awesome, you know? So I think a lot of it, too, is just the ones I pick up at Guitar Center a lot of the times aren't set up great and don't feel great, you know? But I'm glad you found a good one because these are awesome guitars, man. This is a guitar I will never sell. You know, hopefully by the time I'm old, it'll be a really cool piece and, you know, something that's worth a little bit of money. I only paid $700 for this guitar. This guy was giving it away. It's an American made from 2001. The frets are just butter, you know, not a single poke on the whole neck. You can even come up here. The neck too, I don't know if you guys can see, it's gonna be really hard to show this. You can kind of see it. See how the back of this, some of it's shiny, but up here and stuff, it's still kind of matte. When you see old ones of these from the 30s or 40s, the whole thing is just shiny and all that matte has been rubbed off. But I don't know if you can tell the back of this. Yeah, it's gonna be hard to tell. Anyways, the neck is like a pool cue now. It's been played so much, it's really good. But $sign on the far right of the YouTube screen. Click on it. Okay, thank you. Keith Urban and PRS are working on a new signature model. Really? That I didn't know. I actually seriously didn't know that. That would be pretty freaking cool if they did. I have several Seagulls. Seagulls are really good, yeah. And less money than a Martin. I've played a bunch of Seagulls. Going, Going, Gone by Lute can kind of be sang spoken. Yeah, I know that song, but it'd have to come on for me to remember it. I don't know how people can sing and play an instrument at all. It just takes practice. I'm not great at it. Gary Moore still got the blues live. Yeah. Hell yeah, Dan. We got wrinkled yesterday. Yeah, that was a rough one. I saw your text later, and then I saw a post about it. I was like, oh. You ever met Daniel Donato? Amazing, nice dude, and fabulous player. I have met him. I met him a few times. Super nice. Actually, when I first moved to town, I did an online lesson with Daniel. That was coming up on 9 years ago now, a long time ago. But yeah, really nice guy, really good player. Because of the hair, and we're both skinnier dudes, you know, our face is similar. You know, when I first moved to town, people were definitely like, "Have you ever heard you look like Daniel Donato?" Okay, who's somebody you want to meet the most? Music, John Mayer. Absolutely, that's an easy answer for me. I don't know the song perfect. How much do you charge? I do $1 a minute. That's what I do, $1 a minute. Normally do a 60-minute lesson, but price-wise, sometimes it's easier for people to just do a 45-minute lesson. So it's 45 or 60. Or, I mean, if you wanted to do more, I mean, I'd do an hour-and-a-half lesson with you if you wanted to. What would that come out to be? I think that's 90 minutes, right? I mean, I'd go as long as you want. I can talk all day. It's one of those things where, since a lot of the times we are talking about a little bit concepts of not just we're going to practice the G chord. A lot of times it's concepts and we're working on, okay, here's these cage system shapes. Now, how do we employ that, right? That's not what we have to talk about in the lesson. It's whatever you would like to talk about and ask, and we'll find a way to start working on stuff. But a lot of times that's just an example, you know? So then it's saying, okay, how do we get to... You know, and there I'm just playing the major scale, but the point is I can drone that E and play all up and down, and my phrasing is ending on one of those chord tones from that cage system stuff. So I know in each one of these, those are good notes to end my phrase on, you know? So if I'm going to A, it'd be... whatever, right? Busy day at work. Hey, Curtis, I hope it's going well. Going to ask about rates. Hey, so I hope that is informative to you guys. I'll work with you. I'd go down to a 30-minute lesson. 30 minutes is hard because it's just so quick, and especially on the first one. If we've already been working together, it's a little easier. But the first one, the first 10 minutes at least is spent like kind of talking and getting to know where you're at and what you want to work on. Normally, when you email me, I'll email you back with times I have available and then that pricing info. And then I always ask, like, do you have an idea of things you want to work on or talk about? You know, and if not, I can just give you stuff. We can always do that. But I don't think I've had a student yet that's really come with like no idea of like, these are things I want to work on, kind of, at least loosely. And then we go from there. Yeah, I could go down to 30 minutes. It's just, I feel like it's less beneficial, but I would, if you want to just do a 30-minute one too. That's why it's easy to say just $1 a minute, because that'll just scale with whatever it is, you know. I am working on I need to get a website going where you can book through the website. I also want to shoot a couple of my own videos for like the cage system stuff I'm talking about so much. I want to have a one-time buy, really well shot video with tabs and a downloadable PDF that you can buy from the website, like lots of people do, right? But the thing is, like, I'm not selling the cage system information because you can find that anywhere. But if you want to book a lesson with me, you're booking it because for whatever reason you like me. So I'm selling me teaching the way I think about it. You know what I mean? So I'd love a world where, like, for 20 bucks, I would have a video, an hour-long, great video that you could keep forever that has tabs, things to work on, how we work through it. You know, and then once I had that up, I'd probably bump up my in-person lessons a little bit. But for now, anyways, that's not happening. So $1 a minute is what I do. It's easy because it just scales. Hey, I appreciate that, Catherine. Yeah, the most direct way to support, besides taking a lesson with me, is the tipping on these lives. That's where I keep most of the money. I don't keep all of it. YouTube takes a little bit, but the tips on the lives are no doubt besides a lesson. A lesson is definitely the best way. And then, you know, you're supporting me, but I'm supporting you too, I'd like to think. So yeah, I'm glad you guys found that interesting. I am behind on these comments a little bit. South Africa, so the rates are a bit out there. Interesting, like you're saying it's expensive. About time I get me a lesson. Hey, awesome. Well, if you guys email me, timavenmusic@gmail.com, after this live stream, I'll go through and my internet's not out. My power's out. I'm sitting here in the window's open, but I'm in the dark. And I got a little guy just sleeping back here. This little guy, he is so crazy. He is just going and going, and then when he passes out, he is done. He is done. But he's good. He's growing. I think the testosterone's starting to get in him a little bit. He is just crazy, man. But hey, I understand that, you know. They're not cheap, and that's also why, you know, the lessons are also tailored to, I mean, if you're brand new and want to take a lesson, I'll sit and teach you a G chord, you know. A lot of beginning lessons, I'll teach a D, a C, and a G. And then we'll try and do Sweet Home Alabama. Even if you're just going... I like doing that for a brand new beginner because those are easy, fundamental chords, and then you're instantly playing a song you know that's kind of cool. And I can teach you strumming and the picking of going. Normally for a brand new beginner, I'm not teaching that. But you can just go. Sweet home Alabama. I'm not going to try and sing that. Where do you do your lessons? I already have a great guitar teacher, but I always wanting for knowledge. I do them just online. I should be saying that too, you guys. I do in-person lessons, but because I get all my students from YouTube, they're almost exclusively online. I haven't done an in-person lesson in a year and a half, maybe. I've got one guy that's interested, and we haven't been able to make it work. I had gotten this dog right after, anyways, the whole thing. But so I do offer in person if you're in Nashville. I'm not gonna lie, I normally charge like $10 more for that, but online. So I can use Zoom, Discord, FaceTime. Discord's the best if you don't have an iPhone for FaceTime or any Apple product. But most of the time, people end up having some version of an Apple product, and we can do FaceTime. But it's all online. And it works pretty well. We can't actively really jam a ton together, but I think the lessons are still good. He's handing it out for free. Yeah, sorry, Dan. Sorry, Dan. I hope that's not disrespectful to you, man. That is an interesting comment that I'm not even going to read out loud. I watched your videos about the Silver Sky SE 3 days ago, and now I got one. It literally is an amazing guitar for the price. Dude, Carlos, that is so crazy to hear. Hey, congrats. I'm glad you like it. I love mine. It's sitting right over here. My power is out, so that's why we're playing acoustic, so I can't plug it in or play it for you, but killer guitars. Matico, what about a songwriting session? Like you want to sit down and songwrite? Because honestly, I'd be happy to do that. I'm working on getting better at that. So I'm definitely I'm a lot better player than I am a writer, but I've been trying to get better at it. So I'd be happy to do that. You have a Facebook page, may also be able to set up appointments with it. I do, Rob. You know what? And I haven't thought about the Tim Avon Business Facebook page in a long time. But I do have one. I've got my personal one, but I have a business one. And you're absolutely right. I should look in through that because I haven't. What other instruments do I play? I play very shitty mandolin. It's probably not even in tune, so I'm not going to pick it up because I don't want to deal with tuning it right now. And then I play bass like a guitar player, you know. I used to play trumpet. I played violin when I was really young. I played baritone for a little while. Baritone, the wind instrument, the brass instrument, not baritone guitar. Although I do play baritone guitar, but that's just guitar, you know. Becker, big fan of your channel, man. Question, what IMs do you use? Hey, Becker, great question. I'll show you. I got them sitting right here. I've got the Jerry Harvey, so JH. Let me say this. I'll give a little caveat to this. I've always used KZs. KZs were my normal in-ear monitors that are awesome. I recommend them to anybody out there that needs in-ear monitors that's new to it. You don't need to immediately spend money for custom molds. Custom molded in-ears are really expensive. These ears are expensive. They cost more than my... in fact, actually, a lot more than I bought my MacBook used. They cost more than my MacBook. Very expensive. Once I got into Lanco, and I was the only one without custom molds, and we were always on ears, and we all are always, after, half a year of playing with them, I decided to pull the trigger, and I had to pay it in installments, because I think these came out to like $2,600 maybe, but these are the Sheenas. The Sheenas is what it is. There's each side of it. And they're great. Very weird to get used to. Honestly, the KZs still let a lot of bleed through, which is nice. These are earplugs. I mean, I think it's minus like 22 dB that you're getting when you put these in your ears. Sound incredible. I use these headphones for gaming too. And I consistently say that I definitely have the best ears for gaming. I mean, right? Like, you don't get better than this. This is the best. You can listen to music, anything. I mean, these are really nice. And I paid the money for it. Getting used to the isolation is weird, and I'm not a big fan, but, you know, it is what it is. So I'd say KZs. KZs are the way to go, you know? This is me telling you the custom ones I have. Now, JH and other companies have lower tier models that I'm sure still sound good. I don't know why on earth I decided to ball out, but I did. And they're expensive, and I take good care of my stuff, so they've worked really well. I did have one little issue with a connector not long after I got them, and they instantly fixed it free of charge. So good company to work with. I got like the black pearloid, or the pearl, and then like the smoky, whatever. And I think these are 8 drivers a piece. So it's 16 drivers, 8 in each ear, which is a lot. I mean, that's why these are so expensive. So anyways, realistically, it's just like the DGT. You know, you guys, I'm doing it for a living, and I have the DGT because of my relationship with PRS. But spending $4,500 on a guitar is a lot. Buy the SE one, you know. At least start there. You know, I had a cheaper PRS before I had these, and I still play the SE Silver Sky all the time. So it's not just about money. But anyways, that's the inner thing. Really recommend those KZs, man. They're awesome. They're awesome. So curious, what audio interface do you use to plug guitar into MacBook? I just have an old Scarlett 2i, and it's awesome. Here, you're just hearing me live from my phone. Keep getting that blackout screen. No, that's a easy lick, honestly. It's kind of bullshit. Okay. Hey, Snuffle, it's good to see you. I'm back. Not at all, just saying, give out valuable information. I appreciate that, Dan. Sorry, you guys, I was way behind on these. Okay. I hope that gave you some info. I have KZ2s. Yeah, Becker, so if you're looking at going like the next step up, Universal Audio, I think, makes some custom molds starting around $600 or so, which is expensive. But you don't have to jump, you know, I went from KZs to like a top end thing, but all the guys like in Landco, I by far have the nicest in-ears. Everybody else has like 4 drivers, 2 in each ear, and I have 8 in each ear. I will say, man, if you're not working with a good monitor engineer, you hear everything really well, and if the mix doesn't sound good, no headphone is just gonna magically make it sound good, you know? So if I have to use in-ears on an in-town gig, I do not bring the custom molded ones. I bring the KZs because it's a lot more bleed. I can hear what's going on the stage, and then if the mix is so-so, I can just use the stage, you know? With so much isolation from those, if the mix is not good, it sucks. Sucks. It doesn't suck sound quality-wise, but you hear everything really well, and it's got to be good. And I maintain that with so much isolation, man. I mean, I'm on stage playing in front of a lot of people sometimes, and without crowd mics, like, you can hear their stuff happening, but you can't hear it, you know? So, anyways. Was there a chance of snow and the power got scared in Nashville? That is funny, Algorithm TV. I don't think there's any chance of snow. It's actually warm today. Warmer today than it has been. You okay, little guy? What time is it? About time to give you a little bit of food, huh? Yeah. This is such a sweet little animal. He's a little terror right now sometimes, but he's also really sweet. I don't know. Can you guys see him back there? Just barely. Gosh, he is a sweet little guy. Okay. Okay, Algorithm TV had asked something about games, and we got Scott, you should have a Sweetwater affiliate link. Apparently, how do I get that? I don't know how to get that. But which KZ acoustics models did you use? Like as IEMs, I mean. Chris, I bought the AZ10s which were like the $70 version. So they're like the nice KZs, honestly. $70 like the upper range. I think they've got one more above it that's like 100, 120. And then for backups, I got a $40 pair. You know, just I don't even know which ones, but you can get in-ears from KZ for 40 bucks, and they're honestly really good. I recommend them and still use them in certain cases. What audio interface? Okay, I already did that question, Russ. Do you like wireless? Sometimes I see people on YouTube and they always have a wire going up their amp, but I just wonder why they don't just go with wireless. If there's some secret thing wrong with it, just doesn't sound as good. I have to go, not have to, but pretty much, you know, if I really didn't want to, I wouldn't. But with Lanco, I'm always wireless, with the exception of a couple niche cases. But also, I'm playing on bigger stages. I'm moving around. There's catwalks half of the time, so I'm out on a catwalk that a wire just flat out can't reach. We go into the crowd at a part that the wire definitely couldn't reach, and we do that every show. So, because of that, I've gotten a lot of chances to AB cable versus wireless. There's different wireless systems. Some sound better than others. I will say the wire always sounds better. It always just sounds better. So at home, just playing, I'd never use a wireless. The wired sounds better. And I'm not moving around here and stuff. So I don't know what it is or what the science is, but it sounds a lot better. So that's why. What games do you play? I stream on Twitch. Sometime we'll throw guitar in there. That's cool. I'd love to stream games. If I did it on this channel, I think a lot of people, just like the golf stream, you know, people would come in and be like, this isn't what I'm here for, which I understand because I'm a guitar channel. But, man, I play all kinds of things. I've always loved first-person shooters and competitive games. So, like the new Call of Duty, Warzone, Rocket League. I love a game called The Finals. And then I also play some other stuff. I love Elden Ring. Been playing Skyrim on my handheld, Starfield on the handheld. Hell Let Loose is a fun game. What else have I been playing recently? A little bit of Fortnite. I love the ranked mode competitive games. I was really big into Overwatch, the first one. I play all kinds of stuff. What games do you play? I never use wireless. That's why. Oh, used wireless. Yeah, I understand. I love the custom 08 SE. Dude, the SEs are awesome. Have you covered what strings and gauges you used before? Yes, Craig, but I can tell you I use Elixir strings on all my guitars. And I just use standard gauge. So these are 12s for acoustic, and for all the electrics, they're 10s. Okay, you guys, we're just about to hit 100 minutes on live, so I'm going to hop off, figure out something for food. But I've never played Counter-Strike, Chris. I know it's an OG, and that's a staple competitive game. I was into League of Legends for a while, but Black Myth Wukong yet? I have not, but I like Elden Ring, and I've seen all the... Honestly, I think that's one of those games where I just wait for it to go on sale or down in price, and then I definitely pick it up. I make golf videos and mountain bike race videos on my other channel. I play the same games. We have been rocking Phasmophobia and Black Ops 6. Heck yeah. Yeah, man. Maybe I should do that. I should make another channel. The gaming space is hard because there's a lot less people. There's a lot of people, it seems like, when you're in the guitar community doing guitar community, but there's way more people doing gaming stuff. Elixir's the only way to go. I agree, to be honest. I agree. Like thicker gauge myself also. Play downers at dusk. I don't know that. And I'm sorry, David. Yeah. Fire up the grill. Hey, Scott, that's a good idea. That's a good idea. It's actually warm enough to do that. You know what the bad part about that idea is? I don't think I have anything in the fridge to grill right now. I could go to the grocery store, get chicken, come back, grill it. There's a world I could do that, but anything guitar related for Christmas? I'm not. Honestly, you know what I'm asking for Christmas stuff? A couple just random different things, but it's probably more YouTube stuff. I'd like a better camera, some lights, better sound for you guys. Like, I'm going into next year. I've got a little business plan we're working on, and going into next year, I'm just trying to double down on YouTube, make it look better, edit the videos better, bring more content that people like. I love doing it, and I'm really trying to go hard on it. So going into next year, hopefully you can look for some. Sorry, you guys. Can you hear me now? Audio cut out because I was getting a phone call. But I am going to head out. Favorite Christmas movie I said was Elf or National Lampoon's. Classics, but those probably are. Someone asked, play mediums. Favorite effect for guitar, really basic reverb. I hate playing without reverb. I love reverb. But yes, all right. Goodbye, you guys. I don't know the first song I ever learned, and I'm sorry for that. This was an earlier one when I first picked up a guitar. Was Three Doors Down, Kryptonite. I loved that song when I was a kid. Okay, you guys, I love you. I'll see you soon. And until next time, hey, if you're interested in that CMA vlog video, check it out. Tell me what you think about it. I just posted that video, first video back in a few weeks, so there's more to come. I got other videos. There will be another one up sometime this week. So, all right, you guys, thanks for a great stream as always. I love you. Until next time, peace.